Alright guys, today we're gonna be reacting to top 10 things to do in Berlin. German travel. Make sure you like and subscribe. We're just simply gonna jump into this. Let's go.
Yeah, we'll show you 10 best things to do in
Man,
Berlin,
that picture
the capital
always gets me, man. That picture always gets me.
of Germany and one of Europe's leading hubs of history and art. Here
Let's
are
go.
our top 10 picks. Number 10. The Berlin Wall and Checkpoint Charlie. Berlin Wall was a 12-foot or 3.7 meters high and more than 87 miles or 140 kilometers long physical barrier dividing East and West Berlin.
And that's
It
a real
started
wall,
just
too.
as a wire fence to divide the city between the Soviet-run and Western-controlled zone, evolved into the wall in 1961. While
Wow.
most of the wall has been demolished after the 1989 revolution, which led to the unification of both parts of Germany, you can still see parts of the wall all over
Man,
Berlin.
that looks kind of dangerous though. That looked kind of dangerous. I mean, they're checking that wall, back and forward. That wall will fall on your head. You're dead.
Visit Checkpoint Charlie, which was the only checkpoint that allowed foreigners and members of the Allied forces to cross. Many East Germans used the checkpoint to escape from East Germany. Berlin is full of museums and other places linked to terrors that happened there
Oh,
during
wow.
the 20th century. One of the must-see places in Berlin is the East Side Gallery, which is one of the longest open-air galleries in the world, with over 0.8 mile or 1.3 kilometers of preserved portion of the wall. Over
Wow.
100 artists took part in the creation of the art. Don't forget to stop in front of the famous graffiti The Kiss. Visit also the Berlin Wall Memorial and the Wall Museum. In front of the Topography of Terror Museum, you will find a well-preserved
Wow.
section of the Berlin Wall.
That's
Check our travel guide
crazy.
for more information.
Wow.
Number 9. Brandenburg Gate. This former gate to Berlin from the 18th century is one of the most famous icons of the city. The
Yep.
top of Brandenburg Gate is
Beautiful.
crowned with a statue of a chariot drawn by 4 horses, representing the goddess of a victory. In 1918, the gate was opened for use by everyone, not only the German royal family. The gate has been the center of attention in many historical events, from royal parades to Nazi ceremonies and marches. When the Berlin Wall fell, people gathered at the gate
You see what I'm saying? I don't think that if people were just in front of that goal, I don't think it will be a good idea, man. That thing looks kind of dangerous.
to celebrate. Number 8. Markthalle 9. Also known as Market Hall 9, the iconic covered market was constructed in 1891 and reopened in 2011. Whether you want to get an original German meal, buy fresh organic vegetables, or something from the flea market, or just soak in the atmosphere, visiting Markthalle 9 is a great experience.
Wow, that's a nice-
If you visit on Tuesdays, Fridays and Saturdays, you'll be right in time for the traditional weekly market offering
very nice.
fresh
You know what?
produce, meat,
Here in the United States, we have something similar to that, and I think we took that from Germans. That kind of market like that. Yeah, especially here in Wisconsin, you go to Milwaukee, called the public market. It literally just looked like that. So I think we took that from Germany.
and even craft beer.
Yep.
Or maybe you'll be there just
It
in
reminds
time
me of
to
Milwaukee,
explore the
crazy.
other thematic festivals dedicated
Beautiful.
to anything from
Very nice
beer
place.
to coffee. Number 7. Reichstag Building.
Reichstag.
Home to German parliament. From the arson under the Nazi regime to the
wow.
official reunification of Germany in 1990, the Reichstag has seen histories unfold.
Wow.
Full of interesting architectural elements, Reichstag is famous for its inscription on the facade Dem deutschen Volk, meaning to the German people, as well as a giant glass dome offering great panoramic views of the city, and you can see right through the parliament. The glass dome is also an example of eco-architecture because of its sustainable use
Wow,
of
that's
energy.
beautiful.
You
My
can see art
goodness.
collections and permanent exhibitions in the building, or have a picnic on the grass in front of Reichstag. If you want to visit the glass dome, make sure to reserve your ticket to visit Reichstag in advance, since they often run out. And don't forget to visit the Soviet War Memorial and Victory Column with the panoramic view of Berlin,
That's beautiful.
both
Wow.
located in the area. Number 6.
Hey, shout out to this video, man. This is very good so far.
Museum Island. Museum Island is a complex of 5 museums located on an actual island in Berlin. The 5 museums are the Pergamon Museum, Altes Museum, Neues Museum, Bode Museum, and the Alte National Gallery. The island is listed as a World Heritage Site by UNESCO and was reopened in 2009 after being badly damaged in World War II. The very first museum was the Altes Museum, which opened in 1830, and all 5 were completed by 1930. The James Simon Gallery serves as the entrance building with its collection of art and exhibition areas. Each museum has a different collection, from Islamic art to sculptures from the medieval period and works from artists such as Monet, Renoir, and others. Berlin offers many other fascinating museums. Check out our travel guide for more suggestions. When you're on the Museum Island, visit the majestic 1800 Berlin Cathedral located close to the Altes Museum, and don't miss out on a cruise in one of Berlin's canals on the River Spree. By the way, did you know that Berlin has over 112 miles or 180 kilometers of waterways, which is more than Venice or Amsterdam?
Really? I didn't know that. That sounds like a lot. That sounds like a lot of water.
Don't miss other attractions located near the Museum Island. Check out our travel guide for more suggestions. Number 5. Berlin Television Tower. At the height of over 1,200 feet.
That's one thing that I should go. I will simply admit this, bro. I would love to go to a place like this. That it looks beautiful. I mean, it looks like something that you want to experience. It's crazy.
Or 368 meters, Berlin Television Tower is the highest building in Germany. Located in what was East Berlin, the tower was created in 1969 as the symbol of the superiority of the German Democratic Republic, the Soviet-run part of Germany. Visit the observation deck with
a little
amazing
eagle,
panoramic
right?
views
Like
of the
an
city.
eagle
And if you're hungry
showman
when you're overlooking the city, you can visit the revolving restaurant Sphere with literally 360 degrees views of Berlin. And below the TV tower, don't forget to explore Alexanderplatz, the biggest and most popular public square in Berlin, with the famous World Time Clock, a clock that shows the time for all 24 time zones of the globe.
Wow.
Number 4.
That's crazy.
Jewish Museum. The largest Jewish museum in Europe is a place that highlights the German-Jewish relationship. The Jewish Museum boasts exhibitions on personal stories from the Holocaust and issues of persecution and migration in Germany. It strives to be a place to remember, from its striking facade to its zigzag designs. The building itself is rich with symbolism and tells different Jewish stories, even through architecture, like Garten des Exils, Holocaust Tower, and other art installations like fallen leaves in the memory void. There, visitors are encouraged to
Wow, this is kind of creepy as well, right? What's crazy? Oh, that's kind of creepy, man. This is creepy as hell.
walk on iron faces, creating an echo in the room. Don't miss other places in Berlin dedicated to the Holocaust.
That's creepy.
For example, the memorial to the murdered Jews of Europe, where you walk along colossal memorial rows of concrete slabs. It stands as a place of
this place looks haunted. I don't know about you folks, but this place looks haunted as hell. I don't know, there's a kind of aura to it. I haven't been there, right? But it looks kind of haunted. Wouldn't you guys agree with me? Am I going too deep into this?
Remembrance for the fallen Jews of Europe. Memorial to the homosexuals prosecuted under the Nazi regime, located close to the Jewish Memorial. Or memorial to the Sinti and the Roma victims during the Nazi regime, located close to the Brandenburg Gate. The Topography of Terror, a site portraying the photos and evidence of the crimes and persecution committed by the Nazis. The place is built on former headquarters of the High Command, the Gestapo, and the security service of the SS. By the way, the museum is free of charge. Number 3. Charlottenburg Palace. Charlottenburg is a summer palace commissioned by Sophie Charlotte, the first queen consort of Prussia. While it was
Wow.
initially named Lichtenberg Palace, when Sophie Charlotte died in 1705, although not entirely completed, the palace was named after her. The
After her
palace
death.
was well maintained, but a big part of it was damaged during the World War II. The
Man.
palace is built in a Baroque style. Charlottenburg offers many spots that you can visit and experience what life was like for the royals of that time, including the museum, a collection highlighting the Prussian royal house and the king and
Wow.
queen who resided there, English-style gardens, a popular venue for concerts and other social events, Belvedere, a tea house and small garden with the view of the River Spree, mausoleum built for the Queen Louise, another queen of Prussia, dubbed the Queen of Hearts because she was so beloved by her people, River Spree and the lakes, where you can rest and spend your day by the water. By the way, did you know that you can visit the gardens free of charge? Number 2, Botanic Garden and Botanical Museum.
Wow.
Constructed in 1910, Berlin Botanical Garden was built with the purpose to have the world in a garden. The site now includes over 20,000 plant species, covering over
Yeah, this is-
100,000.
Every time that you go have a botanic garden, it's always good to go there and experience it. I have been in a couple of botanic garden, and there's something good about having the experience. Like a lot of, how can I say this? Not a lot of trees, because it's not a lot of trees. It's just that kind of environment. I don't know. Humans, we are kind of interesting. We are weird at the same time. I don't know how to explain. Can you guys help me out here? Put it in the comment section below. If you guys can figure out what I'm trying to say.
Acres or 40 hectares of land, 75 feet or 23 meters high and almost 200 feet or 60 meters long, the tropical greenhouse is actually one of the largest greenhouses in the world.
Wow.
There are currently 16 greenhouses altogether.
Hey, you know what's
each
crazy, man? Look at
offering
that.
a different
It looks like a castle. That's German architecture right there.
plant collection as well as botanical museum. You will not regret visiting the Botanic Garden no matter the season. There are other impressive parks and green areas in Berlin. Check out our travel guide for more suggestions. Number 1. Alternative culture. Berlin is one of the world's main hubs of alternative culture, which includes street art, nightlife, as well as a vibrant underground scene. The city has continuously reinvented itself since the fall of the Berlin Wall, and this can be seen in the abundance of subcultures and the presence
I don't even know how this thing's good. Is this safe to walk around here? It doesn't look safe.
of street art in communities such as
Or is this like a safe place, like a safe space where people can go and visit as as tourists? Like they probably have what, probably 10,000 square feet, or only this kind of culture where people can really go as a tourist and enjoy themselves, or this is just simply like those streets going crazy. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section.
Friedrichshain or Kreuzberg district and other places. Numerous areas were gentrified. Here are some of the best places and neighborhoods connected to the alternative culture you should not miss when you're in Berlin.
This is
Raw
hipster
Temple,
culture.
a former railway complex with bars, graffiti and more. By the way, don't miss the Urban Spree Gallery while you're there. Graffiti, which most likely started because artists saw the Berlin Wall as a big blank canvas for spreading their message. There are many places with great graffiti all over Berlin, for instance the Graffiti Corner. World Trash Center, one of the venues of Holzmarkt Christmas Market. Check our travel guide for more information, which are some of the best places to visit and experience Berlin's underground.
Hey, man. Great video, great video, great video. I have some questions. Hopefully you guys can help me out to just answer some of those questions. I would love to hear more about that last alternative culture. Is that like a safe space, or is really the culture in Berlin? That does not look safe. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna keep you honest, and maybe because I'm a little bit traumatized. But you guys, I would love to you guys educate me regarding that last section of the video. Wow, beautiful. Berlin is beautiful. My God, Berlin is beautiful. There's a lot of history. Hopefully you guys can keep that city clean and nice. Some of you guys were saying that it's not clean. There's a lot of crime. I don't know. It looks nice. But you guys will have to tell me in the comment section below. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Again, I'm gonna be doing more videos about this because I love them. I love these kind of videos. In the meantime, guys, I'll see you in the next one.